Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Learnology. Today I have made this English lesson plan on the topic direct and indirect speech, that is reported speech, and it is for class 5, 6 and 7, and you can adjust the content according to your need and according to the class that you are teaching. So before starting, I want to ask you that if you like the video, then please subscribe to my channel. Also like the video and do tell me in the comment box also, and share it with your friends and family who need it. Okay, so let's get started now. So as you all know that in the starting we write the details in our lesson plan, okay, like teacher's name, your name, and if you are pursuing B.Ed or D.L.Ed or any other teaching course, then you will write your pupil teacher's name, okay. Then you will mention the class that you are teaching. Then we'll write English grammar, that is a subject, and then the topic. Today's topic is direct and indirect speech, okay. Then you will write the date on which you will be taking this particular topic, okay. Then we will write the period and then the duration, okay, how much time you are going to take to teach this topic, okay. After that, first heading comes general objectives, okay. So let's see what all comes in general objectives, okay. Actually general objectives are the objectives of a teacher, like why are you teaching this particular subject, okay, why are you teaching English grammar as a teacher, what are your objectives or aims, okay. So I have written four, and you can copy these four general objectives in every English grammar lesson plan, okay. So first one is to explain the rules of English grammar to students. Second, to increase students interest in learning English grammar. Third, to increase the reading, writing and speaking skills of students. Fourth is to enable the students to use English grammar efficiently in their daily life. Okay, so these are our general objectives. After that, we have specific objectives. This is our next heading in our lesson plan. Now, specific objectives are related to the topic that we are going to teach. Okay, the objectives of a teacher, that why are we going to teach this particular topic to students. Okay, what are our aims. Okay, so I have written four of them. You can write three or five or whatever. Okay, so first one is to explain the meaning of direct and indirect speech to students. Second, to enable the students to differentiate between direct and indirect speech. Third is to enable the students to change the sentences from direct to indirect speech. Fourth is to enable the students to use the reported speech efficiently in their daily life. Okay, next heading comes teaching aids. In teaching aids, we write all the material required by the teacher to teach the lesson. Okay, like chalk, duster, blackboard, pointer, chart, whatever you need, you write here. Okay, after that, next heading comes previous knowledge assumed. So here we write what previous knowledge do students have related to this topic, okay. So it is assumed that students have knowledge about different types of tenses and also know the formation of sentences. They know how to form the sentences, okay. So based on this, based on their previous knowledge, we test their knowledge, okay. So the next heading comes previous knowledge testing. For this we make a table, okay. We make two columns. First is teacher's activity and the second is student's activity. So here the teacher asks the questions, okay, to the students, and the assumed answers of the students are written here, okay. So the teacher asks one student, what do you like to do in your free time, okay, to which the assumed answer of the student is, I like to watch television in my free time. Now the teacher asked another student, what did he or she said. So that student will answer, she said that she likes to watch television in her free time. The teacher writes the two sentences on the blackboard and she'll ask, what is the difference between these two sentences? Okay. Now there would be no response because it is a problematic question, okay, which leads to our topic. So the next heading comes announcement of the topic. Okay. So here we are going to announce the topic. Well, students, today we will study about direct and indirect speech in detail. Okay. Then our next heading comes presentation. So presentation is the main part. So here we make four columns. You can also make the fifth one. Four are the teaching point, teacher's activity, student's activity and blackboard work. You can also make a fifth one, which is teaching method. Okay, which teaching method are you using to teach this chapter? First teaching point is meaning of speech. Now the teacher will explain the meaning of speech and write it on the blackboard. So we will write here speech. The word speech means whatever we speak or write. Okay, and she will speak up also that speech means whatever we speak or write. speaking or writing the words of another person can be done in two ways. Now we will explain them. Okay. First is by repeating the words as it is. Second, by stating the meaning of the words of other person in your own words. Okay. And what will students do? Students will listen carefully. Then second teaching point is direct speech. Okay. Now we will explain them what direct speech is. The teacher will explain the direct speech through examples. So she'll say, read the sentences on the blackboard. Now we will write the sentence on the blackboard. Priya said, I like to watch television in my free time. The same sentence that we asked him. Okay. Now in this sentence, the words of Priya are quoted as it is within the inverted commas. Okay. So this sentence, whatever Priya said, is quoted as it is within the inverted commas here, as you can see. Okay. So this is called direct speech. Okay. And the sentence within the inverted commas is called reported speech. The verb that introduces the reported speech is called a reporting verb. For example, said, asked, told, etc. Okay, what will students do here? Students will note down the important points. And we will mention over here that in this sentence, what is reported speech? Reported speech is this sentence, which whatever is inside the inverted commas. And what is the reporting verb? Reporting verb is said. Okay. Now, next teaching point is indirect speech. Now, the teacher will explain the indirect speech through examples. Okay. Here, now she'll say, now read this sentence on the blackboard. We'll write the sentence. Priya said that she likes to watch television in her free time. Now we will explain the sentence. We'll say, in this sentence, words of Priya are not quoted exactly, but we have reported what Priya said in our own words. So this type of speech is called indirect speech. Okay, and students will listen carefully. Now we will also tell them that inverted commas are not used in indirect speech. The tenses, pronouns and words denoting the nearness of time and position are changed. Okay, we'll explain them through some examples also. And after that, next teaching point is change of direct speech to indirect speech. Now we'll tell them how to change. Okay, now the teacher will explain how to change direct speech to indirect speech, and students will try to understand. Okay, firstly we'll tell them change in tenses. Okay, how change in tenses happens. So tenses are changed from, we'll tell them, and the same thing we'll write on the board also. Okay, this is the same thing. We'll tell them tenses are changed from present simple to past simple, present continuous to past continuous, past simple to past perfect, present perfect to past perfect, will future to would plus infinitive, imperative to infinitive. Okay, and future tense to conditionals, may to might, can to could, shall to should, will to would. Okay, and we'll write them on the board also so that they can copy. After that, next is change in adjective, adverb or time. Okay, the adjective, adverb and time also changes when we change the direct speech to indirect speech as written on the blackboard. Now we will explain them. Okay, the students will note down the important points in their notebook. This is students activity, and we'll write these things on the blackboard. Okay, like this changes to that in indirect speech, these changes to those, here to there, now to then, today to that day, yesterday to the day before, tomorrow to the following day, last night to the night before, ago to before or earlier, tonight to that night. Okay, next we'll teach them the change in pronouns. How does pronouns changes when we change the sentences from direct to indirect speech. Okay, now we'll tell them that the pronoun changes from direct to indirect speech as written on the blackboard, and students will listen carefully. Now we'll tell them this, that I changes to he or she, we to they, you to he she they, my to his or her, are to their, your to his her their. Okay, me to him or her, us to them, you to him her them, mine to his hers, ours to theirs, yours to his hers or theirs. Okay, if you are liking this video so far, then you please give it a thumbs up. Next heading in our lesson plan is recapitulation. Okay, so in recapitulation we ask students some questions that are related to what we have just taught. Okay, so first question is, what do you mean by speech? Second is, differentiate between direct and indirect speech. Third is, what is a reporting verb? Fourth is give one example of direct speech and change it to indirect speech. Okay. Next heading is homework. Okay. So here, as you already know, in homework we give students some homework related to the topic that we have taught. Okay. We can also give them few examples. Of course, we teach them through examples and all. Okay. If you have any query, any doubt, you can mention it in the comment box and I'll try to respond it as soon as possible. Okay. And also, if you want me to make any other lesson plan any other topic or subject, then you can also mention it along with the class that you are looking it for. Okay. So homework is homework question is change the following sentences from direct to indirect speech. First is he said Sandhya sings a nice song. Second, I said to him they enjoyed the magic show. Third, he said they had been playing for an hour. Fourth, Raju said there is no milk in the jug. Fifth, he says she's a nurse. Okay, and here our lesson plan ends. I hope you all have liked it. If you have liked it, then please give it a thumbs up, like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. And also press the bell icon for more videos. Thank you for watching.